to this week's coffee vlog. It is now Friday the 9th of July. It's about 8 o'clock and just getting ready for another hectic day. So over the last week, last Friday actually turned out really busy, as I think I said it would be anyway, but it actually got up to 32 degrees Friday afternoon here around this roaster, which was pretty surprising because this is a big space. So the warehouse extends away down that way and across and everywhere else. So I didn't really expect this area to heat up as much as the smaller room behind me where the little roaster is. So, but yeah, it was hot, and it's been getting near the same this week. While we've been ploughing through, we completed the 415 kilo order, dark roast Peaberry, that shipped Wednesday, and now working on a 104 kilo order for cattle market, but privately labelled up. So yeah, it's been pretty full on roasting. All this is of course just on top of the general ins and outs of different coffees and origins and blends and things. So on the whole, very busy as usual. Last Saturday I did come into work for the afternoon for a bit, got on with my suspended ceiling, filled in some more gaps there, finished the boarding at the end where the espresso machines are, so that's a complete wall again now, and then put some up at the opposite end where the entrance is, and I'm starting to work my way up the left side of the room, but because we've been so busy this week, that's just not happened at all. I've been leaving at 5 when everyone else has, to be honest, because I've been done in. And the weather's been good, so I mean that's always a good reason to go and catch the evening sun if it's been a nice day. So, oh, yeah. So yeah, that progress is pretty much stalled at the moment until I get round to getting a bit more done. Sunday didn't really do a great deal Sunday, to be honest. A bit relaxing, and then Monday back to work, and like I say, it's just been flat out roasting really all week. I mean, the only thing to say about it, of course, is I've not been having to pack all that roasted coffee, so that is a bit of a bonus anyway. So Costa Rican is the coffee I'm drinking this week. It's a Costa Rican Don Claudio. It's a good, tasty Costa Rican, I've got to admit. Kind of get a bit of dark chocolate or licorice from that one. It's nice. Of course, Costa Rica, one of the many origins available on White Rose Coffee Roasters website. Yeah, very good. So, so yeah, that's about it really. So, things I've been watching. I've been through the entire series of Clarkson's Farm twice now, actually, because it was that good. And yeah, I mean, Jeremy Clarkson of Grand Tour and previously Top Gear, you wouldn't really expect him to be farming, but yeah, apparently he'd owned the farm for many years, but someone ran it for him. And then when they retired, he thought he'd do it himself. So, and to be fair, I mean, it does show a good all-round view of farming, as it were. So that's a very good series on Amazon, Clarkson's Farm. Watched this week new movie on, is that Netflix? I don't know if it's Netflix or not. I think it might be Netflix. It's The Tomorrow War. Anyway, it's got Chris Pratt in it, who most famously is Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy. So Tomorrow War, yeah, that was a pretty good film. It's actually got, without spoiling it, it's got a very good twist when you get to the end. So that sort of, you know, it's one of those ones where you go at the end, oh right. And there's a few in the middle, to be honest. So yeah, it's quite good. It's got a lot of twists and turns. As you might expect, it's a load of action, shooting, raucous aliens. But yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And then the other thing I've been watching, which it seems to be a series that is taking forever to get through. Not that it's a bad thing, I suppose, but and it's mysteriously entitled Zoo. Fairly sure that's on Amazon Prime as well. Which is this protracted series following a group of characters trying to discover why the world's animals have suddenly become self-aware to the point of attacking humans, or considering humans their primary food source. Yeah, it's a very, well, say dark, dystopian sort of future, but yeah, it's very interesting series. So I've been plowing through that as well, bit at a time before nodding off on an evening. So, that's really top and bottom of it. Hive-wise, I've not had much time as usual to get on with any of that, but my API node is now fully firing on all cylinders. Account history is fully synced up again and chugging away nicely, and so is the Hive Mind. Do have the second account history nearly finished, and then I can start working on the second Hive Mind again. But on the whole, that should all be running smoothly post HF25. So yeah, all ploughing on. Prices aren't exactly flying up at the moment, but no crypto is. It's just one of those wait and see what happens sort of things, I suppose. Right, I think. Oh, we've better do Mr. Nellis' words of wisdom, haven't we? He's only sent me like 100 messages about them, and I nearly forgot anyway. It would have been, of course, more helpful to have the actual words, Richard, as opposed to 100 messages about when you might send them. So, Mr. Nellis says, my things for you to talk about on your vlog: 1 space jam, 2 blank space, 2 did you used to watch blockbusters presented by Bob Holness, then Lisa Tarbuck and Simon Mayo. I used to watch it a long time ago with Bob Holness, but not the latter people. Sainsbury's not selling DVDs and CDs anymore. Well, that's because everyone's gone digital, haven't they? I mean, you just stream stuff nowadays, there's no point having a physical thing. Have you and Callum ever been to a steam railway? Well, we did. We had the Thomas steam railway up at Huddersfield. I can't remember what it's called now. Back at Huddersfield. Yeah, there's a light, well, small size steam railway up there. We've been there. Have you seen Mr. Deeds? Many times. Very funny film. Do you like pop music? I don't listen to a lot of pop music. I don't listen to a lot of current music, really, I wouldn't say. Funny enough, that's one thing, probably the single best thing about the new Toyota hybrid, is my phone syncs correctly with it, which the last 2 Renaults, although I could Bluetooth my phone to it, as soon as the phone connected when I got in the car, it started to play a single playlist, which was one I didn't want it to play, and it always did that one, and I couldn't even figure out how to change what was in that one. It's nothing I wanted to listen to. And it just bugged the devil out of me, because I ended up just having a USB in the Reynolds with music on that would cycle through, because I don't really listen to the radio. So both Reynolds, basically all the music on my phone, which have a massive back catalogue library, and I have Apple Music, so I have access to all Apple's free music through the Apple Music subscription as well, which is pretty much all the music available in the world probably, which I could listen to in the car whenever I fancy, and I couldn't because, I mean, generally what I want to do is I want to get in the car and go and not think about, oh, I'll sit here for 5 minutes going through trying to find a playlist to play. I want it to be repeating, so I do a playlist once and it follows that one, then goes to another one, then goes to another one, all on its own automatically. And that's what the Toyota now does. So I set off the playlist I want and it'll go through that, and every time I stop and get out of the car, it remembers where I was when I get back in, and it just continues seamlessly. Always, doesn't matter what happens, it does that. And I don't know why the Reynolds couldn't do it, because funny enough, I'm sure I did have a very early Renault that did do that. Or was it the Fiat? I can't remember now. Which was a long way back, but I couldn't work out why the last Renault, which was, you know, relatively a modern car and it had the full infotainment thing in it, but it couldn't do it. It every time it connected to the phone, it started with this one playlist, which is one I never wanted to listen to. So yeah. So pop music, Mr. Nellis. Not really. I just listen to what's on my phone now. Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit 2. Right, fair enough. I don't know a lot about that. And Cruella. Are they doing a new Cruella? I think maybe. I don't know. So anyway, I think that is me done now. So have a good weekend. Next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee blog. Okay. See ya.